Hi, I'm Tim Parry, Senior Content Manager with Multi-Channel Merchant. I'm with Bernard Luthi, the Chief Operating Officer and Chief Marketing Officer for Rakuten.com, and we're at IRCE 2013 talking about some of the recent changes with Rakuten.com, as well as e-commerce trends that are affecting merchants today. Bernard, we have Buy.com been acquired by Rakuten in 2010, and the name change has been very recently brought over to Rakuten.com to match the URL and the branding. When this was done, was there any kind of fear of alienating the established US customer, and what was done to ease that transition?
Sure, so we were certainly concerned about the name change and ensuring that customers would understand going from Buy.com, which had been in the US market for quite a number of years, to Rakuten.com, which was very new to most people. And what we really did is over-communicated prior to the change through email, and then post-change on our site as well as through our marketing vehicles. And quite often we referenced Rakuten.com and put a formerly Buy.com insignia there, so people would understand that we had made a change. So it was certainly something that we were concerned about, but I think we went about it as cautiously as possible, and it's worked out for us.
As we look at the transition as a bunch of moving parts, how did that help Rakuten open the U.S. market to those who are trying to go international in the marketplaces?
Right, so our business continues to grow not only from a U.S. perspective, but internationally. One of the things we do today is merchants can come on our platform and they can list their products and sell products on the Japanese platform, and conversely, our Japanese merchants are selling on the US platform. And as the company begins to further incorporate the platforms across the international communities, it's very much a borderless e-commerce experience, and customers will be able to buy from any one of the platforms around the world, and our merchants will be able to list their products across hopefully each one of our platforms as well.
If you're a U.S.-based merchant and you're thinking, hey, it's time for me to start selling internationally, what are the things you have to consider?
I think you have to consider what that particular country you're looking to get into is, what products are moving well there. What are consumers looking for? What type of content do consumers want in terms of making purchase decisions? I think you have to understand certainly the TAM, what that total market area looks like, as well as how you can service that community. And certainly Rakuten is building an infrastructure that ultimately allow merchants to have an inside look at e-commerce around the world.
Amazon made an announcement this week that it's expanding its marketplace to India as a selling destination. We've also been hearing that Russia is an emerging market, China's been an emerging market, Brazil as well. What's going on in those countries right now that's making them hot global marketplaces? Yeah,
I think one of the key things you see in a lot of the countries that are growing is that there's a pretty significant broadband penetration. People are going online, they're researching, they're utilizing the internet to search, and there's a desire for product and a desire for authentic product. And I think as you see these nations begin to grow and their broadband usage grows, it's inevitable that they're going to want to start making purchases online, and it makes sense that online players are looking at them specifically where they see opportunity.
Amazon has their niche. eBay has its niche. What about you guys? How does Rakuten.com differentiate itself from the rest of the marketplace?
I think ours is really about merchant empowerment. Rakuten is building a platform, but the merchant is the hero. We want merchants to come, expand their brand, communicate to customers, and really use our platform to grow their businesses, and in a lot of cases we encourage that customer, that merchant, to come together on our site, and we don't try to convolute that with ourselves. We try to build this platform that allows people really to work together. Customers are happy because they're finding products from around the world, and they're discovering merchants and products they wouldn't have otherwise seen, and merchants are excited because they really get to embrace their own brand within our platform, and I think that's truly unique to Rakuten and certainly a differentiator for us in the market.
In the U.S. market, the Marketplace Fairness Act, it has to be on the mind of your sellers. Amazon says they're in support of the Marketplace Fairness Act. eBay is actively fighting against it. What is your take on the Marketplace Fairness Act and why?
Yeah, right now I don't know that we really have a comment on that. We're certainly looking at it. For us, our model is built on embracing merchants and making the shopping experience great for consumers. And I think our opinion on that policy will really be formed around that concept. But to date, we haven't come out with anything specific that says here's where we stand. But I think you'll hear more from us about that in the near future.
Now, this morning at the show, a big announcement was made that you guys made another acquisition. You guys are adding more fulfillment. Tell me about the acquisition that you guys made and what this means for your company.
Sure. We acquired a company called Webgistics, which is a fulfillment, warehousing and fulfillment organization. They have four significant warehouses in the U.S. In New York, Atlanta, Reno, and Las Vegas, and they're able to ship 1 to 2 day, 98% of the country, and I think it gives us the ability to even further grow our offering, not only to our merchants, because now we could offer them fulfillment services, but allows us to also give customers the ability to get that product quickly and efficiently and trust in Rakuten.com to fulfill. So it's a very strong signal, I think, as well into the U.S. market that Rakuten is a player in the U.S. market, and we're going to do what's required and what it's going to take for us to be not only competitive, but to win in this marketplace.
Excellent. Bernard, I know it's been such a really busy day for you, so I want to thank you very much for taking the time to talk with Multi-Channel Merchant today.
Great, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.